Okay, so we need to have an honest conversation about box office tracking. According to Variety here, they're saying that James Gunn's Superman is tracking for a $135 million US opening for the box office, which is great news if that is the only part of the story. See, going on here, it says opinion is sharply divided as to how high the superhero pick can fly when it hits theaters, with some suggesting as much as $90 million to $120 million. Again, a little bit of I don't want to say a far cry from 135, but we have to look at the headline as being, well, the headline, because if you read further in the article, it gets a little bit more interesting. If you look here on the second paragraph, it starts off by saying tracking is hardly a science, and projections have been notably off in a number of instances from all the services. To that end, insiders at DC Studios and Warner's are being more conservative in suggesting 90 million to 125 million, although anything less than 100 million might be seen as a blemish. So under $100 million is a blemish. That's the world we are in right now. Okay. North of 135 would be considered an absolute sensational smash, but they're putting it in the mid-range of 90 million to 125 million. That's a decent $35 million gap there. And they're doing that largely because they're kind of hedging their bets as these things tend to happen. But look, I'll be honest with you guys. Joker was initially projected at like $45 to $55 million, and it walked away with well over 85 million, I think, or 88 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, movies can have lower projections, but The Flash was projected to do, I think, around that same amount, and it flopped pretty hard when it came out. What my whole point here is that you never know what's going to happen. Because Variety was right. It's hardly a science, but that's not going to stop them from running an entire article about how here are the speculations of something that is not even a science. It's just very frustrating, because what this does is it pushes the discourse surrounding Superman and surrounding what it needs to be a success, or what it needs to not be a flop. And then, of course, that sets the intention, and a lot of people then run with that and then get their hopes up. And it's just like, here's the thing. If you want this movie to succeed, you have to go see it. That's the reality of it, right? And this is, quite frankly, for any movie. Go see it, tell your friends, take your friends if you want to go see it again, because that's how movies are going to survive. So if you are excited about Superman, plan a watch party, take some people you know, get them to go see it, and then hopefully it does well enough to get more people to go see it through positive word of mouth. Don't just rely on these kind of very lame projections to determine the success of the film. Anyway, your thoughts?